Everybody, it is the King of Anime podcast with the Spring 2019 awards as I talk over Satsuki, asking if he's ready. We're live now. We're live now. Hey everybody, it's the SeaTactics here with my special guest co-hosts, one of which may not be ready.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm live.
I was ready, but now I'm not ready. So can we do it again?
Hello, everyone. It is the King of Anime podcast. Here are my special guests. They're not special guests. They're co-hosts. I keep saying that all the time. This is the Spring 2019 Awards, the first annual Spring 2019 Awards. We're going to do this until we're 100, at least. Well, we got a bunch of new awards this season we thought up of, more like Satsuki and EA thought up of. And at the very end, we're going to go over CKOA and talk about the anime that you guys voted on. But we should, talk about our co-hosts for a minute here. Who are you guys?
Hi. I'm Satsuki. I'm surprised I'm here right now because last night I learned a valuable lesson, and that lesson is drinking is bad.
Drinking is bad. It makes you do heroin. That's what Dare taught me. Dare, right?
I'm everything animated, and I drank a shit ton last night, and I had a great time, and I feel great actually, And what I learned last night is, if you have good friends that know how to drive you home, you'll make it home okay.
And if you drive yourself home, then you're an idiot, and you should go to prison.
Yeah, that they have Ubers, they have Lyfts, they have taxis. Come on now, if you're too cheap to go home, pay $15 to drive home versus being in jail and meeting Bubba, come on. I think we know what the answer is.
Also, speaking of anime,
I don't know. Bubba's always someone I think of whenever I think of jail. Just, you're gonna be in jail. Here's your new roommate, Bubba.
All right. This is the Don't Go to Prison podcast talking about prison. So I guess we should get into our very first award. And that, of course, is usually what we start the show with. And that is the Best Written Female Character, a.k.a. the Waifu Award. Satsuki, who did you pick?
I picked Toru Honda from Fruits Basket 2019.
Yes. Toru is great. Talk some about her. Why do you think she's so great?
All right. Well, for me, what drew me in with Toru was her backstory. We learned that her mother died at a very young age, or for her, a young age. And she pretty much was surviving on her own. She had a family, but they weren't really supportive when it came to including her and making her feel like she was actual family. So she lived in a tent, a tent in a forest, and she was still going to school. She still kept up her appearance that everything was fine. As far as her friends knew, they didn't even know she was living in a tent. It's just, to me, Toru is always the light for everybody, and it's hard to do that. At least I imagine, when she's had a hard life like that, but she never lets anything that's going on in her life affect how she treats people. She's someone that gives her all to everyone, no matter who they are. So for me, Toru's just been like a breath of fresh air. Like, I love Toru.
I have to agree.
That's all I have to say.
Toru is, not that she's my best written female character of the season, but the one thing I love about her is that she loves her mother to death and takes a picture around with her when she goes on when she goes to a hot spring or whatever, because she idolizes her mother. And in the first episode, when a landslide topples onto her tent and she loses the picture of her mother in there, the first thing she does is she starts to go dig up the tent with her bare hands because she lost the picture of her mother. Thankfully, she got it back later in the episode. Also, she goes out. One of the best things about her is that she gets a part-time job, and she still goes to school. Like you said, she is very self-dependent, and she doesn't whine or complain. She realizes her situation, and she chins up, and she pushes through it. And besides overall Toru's rather sugar-coated exterior, on the outside, she may seem like a very cutesy kind of character who is very ditzy and dumb. She's not dumb. And yeah, she's very cutesy, but that's not her whole character. She's got a lot of depth to her, and I very much appreciate Toru. Quite a bit, and I think that's a very good choice. EA, who did you pick for best written female character?
Well, I was gonna pick 2 women, but then I was told not to, so I'm like, fine, I'll just pick one. And I picked Carol from Carol and Tuesday. And I think she's a really great character. I think both are good equally, but I want to say that Carol's a little more so just because she's relatable in the sense that anybody who's grew up, well, I'm trying to remember, like she had I don't think she knows who her parents are. She was like in an orphanage and then got shipped on over to Mars or something. So, a sad tale right away. But she goes from job to job, can't hold down a job. I think we've all been there at one point in our life and whatnot. I feel like she's more relatable versus Tuesday, who was born into wealth, that knows how to play guitar. Both, I don't know what it's like. So I felt like Carol was more relatable in that sense. And cool character.
Yeah, I think you're totally right with character being the most relatable. And I think she's kind of, I don't know, it's not like the spotlight, like, it's not that Tuesday steals the spotlight or anything, or Angela steals the spotlight either. It's there's something about her that makes her kind of the underdog of the show.
Yeah.
And I think that's just the way her character kind of is.
Yeah.
You bring up how she can't keep a job down. It's, it's a very underdogish kind of thing. It very much reminds me of a character in a Netflix series called Glow, which has a character follow the same route, and she's also the underdog in that show. I really like character Carol as well. Anything you gotta say, Satsuki?
I love her design. She wears overalls and Timberland boots. That's all I needed to see.
Yeah, a lot of great design in this show. Great animation in this show. The show itself is really great.
For me, Satsuki was very surprised when I picked this one, but I picked Mine Melromark from Shield Hero, and this is something I kind of had to hold out on because I kind of wanted to have her be my favorite female character of last season, but she didn't come into her own. And really, what's so funny now?
Sorry, you just said she didn't come.
God dang it. She didn't. I'm not gonna say it. She didn't become the character she was supposed to become until the second core, in my opinion. And I think she's just, it's really hard talking about Shield Hero and not being a political free channel. But there's a lot of, troublesome things with people that are like mine. A very troublesome precedent that is happening on the internet. And mine is one of those characters that I think came around at the perfect time. I think...
Almost too perfect.
Right. I think mine is such a realistic character, even though it's in a fantasy anime, and she uses magic and all these crazy things, and while she gets a little bit comical at some times, and I think that's a downside of her character, I think that happens near the end, and I don't think it really harms her overall kind of, I don't know, character development throughout. And I don't know, I don't like her at all, and you're not supposed to like her, and I find that kind of awesome, because you see a character like mine and you're like, oh, she's the hot one, right? You're supposed to like the hot one. No, she's beautiful, right? But she's not on the inside, and I like that. I like that kind of. I like the way that they wrote her in that sense, and her comeuppance was one of the best in a long time for a bad guy. It made me so excited once we got to episode 21 of Shield Hero, because I just needed to see it. It was great. Anything?
She's a
I
bitch.
concur. Well,
Alright.
if we're talking about mine, everybody knows, who's been watching knows I love mine for reasons. For the reason that she's just a villain. Like, anytime she's on screen, of course, we're not going to like it when it comes to what's going to happen to our main characters, but she shook up the show, in my opinion, and a lot of the conflicts started with her. So that's why I appreciated mine, because she was the one who was, you know, just making things interesting, at least for me.
So now it's time to crown the winner of the best written female character of spring 2019. Who do you guys think won? And I mean, out of these three, I think there is a strong argument for both Toru, mine, and Carol.
I think we have to get mine out of here. There's no way
Kick
she
her
can
out of
win this.
here.
We
Kick
have
her
to.
out of here.
All right.
My morals will not allow mine to win.
All right. It's up to Toru Honda and Carol from Carol and Tuesday.
Well, I didn't see Fruit Baskets. I just now knew today that it was about animals. I thought it was about seeing dead people, but it's not. So she sounds like a sweet character from what you guys tell me.
For me, I had to pick Toru just because with Carol, it's not enough, at least from where we are in a series, to give her this, or to crown her the best written female character, because right now, even though the show is Carol and Tuesday, it's not really centered on Carol. In fact, it's more spotlight on Angela currently than Carol. So I think we need to see more from her. With Toru, they're literally characters, or a character who has never even met Toru, but they were damn, what's the word? They were concerned about Toru's presence. So she has a huge hand in what happens in the show, in her series. So
Right. I mean,
that's why I gotta go with Toru.
I'm gonna have to agree, just for the simple fact that I think Toru, in 13 episodes versus the 12 episodes of Carol and Tuesday, is way more developed than Carol is, just from a very subjective or a objective point of view. Toru is, you're right, she is the center of the show, and I think gotta give it to Toru on this one.
My wife.
All right. I had Shield Hero up during that whole thing. So yeah, Toru is best written female character of spring 2019. Next up is best written male character, aka the Husbando Award. Satsuki, who did you pick?
I picked Erwin Smith from Attack on Titan.
I have Mikasa's
Uh,
abs up here.
Oh
I
God,
don't have a lot of
wait,
screenshots for AOT, so you get Mikasa's abs.
that's fine. I think we can all appreciate Mikasa's abs and aspire
Hmm.
to get them, even though we might not have the drive to do so.
One of
At
these
least me.
days.
Yeah, one day, but never. Uh, but with Erwin, with this season of Attack on Titan, Part 2, Season 3, for the manga readers, they've been anticipating this season because of what Erwin does here. And I don't really want to spoil key details, but just his moments, pretty much all his moments in this season of Attack on Titan has been just the highlights, because if you just go on YouTube and you're looking up certain scenes from Attack on Titan, they're going to involve Erwin in them one way or another. He is this season, really. You can argue Armin as well, but I think Erwin is the guy for Attack on Titan. He's just like, just talking about his character, like he's motivational. His leadership is unparalleled. He is somebody who will sacrifice anything to save humanity. He's great.
Also, English dub voiced by J. Michael Tatum.
This is true.
It's my dude, my guy. I loved Erwin in season 2. I've read a lot of the manga, so I know exactly what you're talking about. I agree. I think Erwin's awesome. EA, who did you pick?
I picked Garu from. Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Garo.
Garo. Sadly, I don't have any One Punch Man screenshots. I guess I forgot
From
to
One Punch
put them
Man.
in. So
Yeah,
you're just
no.
gonna get Mikasa's abs.
I'm cool with that.
I'm sorry.
I'm cool with that.
Imagine
No,
Fubuki's face or Saitama's face is on there.
sure, Fubuki better. But I think he's a cool like anti-villain. Anti-villain. What the hell? No, he's a great villain, and I don't know. There's just something cool about a great villain, in my opinion. Like instead of a one-liner, stereotypical, "I'll get you next time, gadget." One of those type of villains. I prefer a villain that has layers to him. One that you don't know what they're thinking, and also one that's pretty strong and pretty good at what they do. And it's like, what's the reason you want to do this? Oh, I just want to
Want the villains to
prove
win.
that I want the villains to win. And on one hand, you can kind of appreciate that because in every single, well, just about every single movie, story, TV show, whatever you want to call it, the villains never win. They never win. Last year proved that to be wrong when Thanos finally won. But we hardly ever get that to happen, and I guess it's almost in a way that this character's kind of brought to life in a way where you always wish that the villains could have a little taste of victory every once in a while, and maybe he's the personification of like that, of just like, I want to show the world that villains can have their day in the sun too, and I think that's what makes him cool.
Yeah, he also has a devastating technique that reverses everyone's attacks, which is just freaking cool.
Yeah, he's just really, really neat. Of course, no one's gonna ever touch Saitama.
Right. But he has a chance. He certainly does.
Oh, sure. He just needs to keep training.
Right.
Do them 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, and get bald.
Keep using Moomin Rider as a punching bag.
Right. Poor Moomin Rider.
Yeah.
They're making a One Punch Man fighting game.
Yes. I linked that in Satsuki's server, and by the way, Satsuki's server, check it out. And yeah, it doesn't.
Can you? Well, first of all, how are you gonna put Saitama in there, and be like, Moomin Rider can kick his ass? He just no. Yeah. Take him out of the game.
Or have him as like the announcer, or like something like that, something cool.
Have him in the corner playing video games, getting a sale on meat. Just don't have him in there just like getting, I don't know, to me that just makes it so, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, yeah, I really like this guy right here. You can see the motives behind what he does, his drive, and just overall, he's just a badass. People underestimate him, and I think that's another thing too. In the Dark Knight, people underestimated the Joker until he started, killing people, and all. Now everybody wanted to pay attention to him.
Well, as for me, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to Shield Hero again. I'm picking Naofumi Iwatani because mostly the same reasons for mine Mel remark, except for the fact that he's a really damn good isekai main character, and not only that, he's a really damn good like hero as well. He is the Shield Hero. He has like his dark moments, his lowest of the lows. He's called a rapist, a pedophile, a thief, all these terrible things, kicked to the side, and through hard work and well, some slaves, he he gets his revenge, and he redeems himself, his own name, through his hard work and his slaves. So I like Naofumi for that reason, and he had a really awesome arc. This whole first season was dedicated to him. It was, I mean, he's the best character in the anime, easily. Yeah. So, who are we picking? Who is the first one to go out of these three?
Now you can get rid of mine later.
Yeah, Garo has to go.
Which
Now,
I guess is mostly because we haven't seen much of Garo quite yet. Same reason for Carol.
Ooh, Naofumi
Probably.
or
I think Erwin is a better character. I also think Naofumi, you can't. He is the best isekai main character, kind of, like, ever. And while that's funny, if you think about it, it does mean something, I think. But Erwin is also a freaking powerhouse of a character. He's so important in Attack on Titan. It's kind of tough. I'm gonna put in my vote. I'm gonna say Erwin. Sorry, not Aaron. Jesus.
The same voice of Erwin from Attack on Titan, Japanese, is the same guy who does is JoJo's voice, Jotaro.
Oh, I did not know that. That's fascinating.
Yeah, when you listen to him side by side, it's the same guy. When he goes yada yada, it's like, oh, that's him.
So I vote Erwin. I think he wins. What do you guys think?
He's a great leader. Though I have not seen any. Well, I haven't seen this second part of season 3, but I'm catching up. But yeah, I just remember from way back when he leading the charge, gets his arm freaking bitten off. Still, go fight, attack. It's like, damn, you dying? Are you sure you? You sure you don't need any help? Just keep going, man. Okay.
It's up to you, Satsuki.
I want to say I think Naofumi is a fantastic character. He, like C has said, he's like the best isekai main character I've seen. I mean, Kazuma's up there, but he's is more of a comedy, so you can't really put too much stock in that. But Naofumi is just, I never had any issues with him as a character in the series. But
he would totally kick what's his face's ass from ReZero.
Subaru? Oh, anyone could.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would just come back though and just keep trying.
So I guess Subaru would win that eventually.
Eventually, eventually just gets too tired, just like, oh fuck it, kill me. But You see, the reason why I had to pick Irwin is because to me, he shines even in a series where it's a lot of. I know it's a lot of people who don't think Attack on Titan has great characters, and that's fine. But they're at least acknowledged as good, at least a handful of them. And Irwin still shines amongst that. Nafumi, he doesn't really have to compete against other characters. I mean, I really like the Queen. I like Nafumi. Ralphie is hit and miss sometimes, or she was good at first, then she started to like stall out. Of course, I like mine, but you already know why. But yeah, I think Irwin, I have to pick him because he's great in a cast of characters that are already good, in my opinion.
All right, Erwin Smith. He is the husbando of spring 2019. It's beautiful. The next award is the best episode of the season. Satsuki, what episode did you pick?
I picked Attack on Titan, episode 50, the town where everything began. I know anybody who has watched Attack on Titan, they're going to be like, "What?" Because, like, okay, it's there's another episode. The title is Hero, and that episode had the internet going crazy. It
Oh, yeah.
actually was like, I think it was like the top rated episode on what's the website name? It's like
IMDb?
yeah, that's it. It was like a top rated episode. It was like 10 out of 10. And it was it that episode had everybody going crazy. And I know why, and I can't really go into the details as why that episode was so great. It's just that for me, I picked episode 50 because literally because it was the first episode of this starting season. And I was just so thirsty for Attack on Titan to come back, and then the first episode dropped, and it started off so slow, but then it was everything just started to click on all cylinders towards the last 5 minutes of the episode. So that's what made me pick that episode. But like I said, if anybody picked the episode Hero from Attack on Titan, I definitely understand it. But I picked this mostly because of it this episode broke the drought of Attack on Titan.
EA, what episode did you pick?
I picked Nafumi's Triumphant Return, The Rising of the Shield Hero, episode 21. Well, what else can you say in the title?
Oh no, EA has been consumed. He is
Damn it.
gone. He has just disappeared. Where has EA gone? EA, you've cut out. EA, are
He
you?
was doing good.
Yeah, he was there. So yeah, episode 21. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do mine. I picked Fruits Basket episode 3. Let's play Rich Man Poor Man. Not exactly because the whole episode is just, a freaking banger or anything. Just because of the plum scene at the very end where Kyo and Toru are having a conversation, and Toru says, "You're so amazing, Kyo," or something like that. And I should probably put up Fruits Basket when I talk about Fruits Basket instead of Shield Hero. And he goes back to sit down in front of a table, eating a rice ball and watching TV. And this is something that Kyo does throughout the series all the time. That's usually where you can find Kyo. And while this is happening, Toru, in her inner monologue, talks about, or no. She talks about this out loud, actually, about how every person believes that they're a plain rice ball with nothing inside of them. They're just plain old white rice. But on the inside, they don't realize that they themselves have a plum inside of them that makes them special and makes them different and unique. And because not everybody realizes that, people think that they don't have anything to bring to whatever it is they do. and this was just such a profoundly interesting and fascinating scene. And not only that, but it was a great reminder for a lot of people that no matter how plain or mundane you think you are, it's simply not the truth. You're good at something. You have a plum inside of you. You just have to figure out what that plum is. And then you have to tap into it and use that and become special. And
Am I special now?
Yes, you are special. And that's why I picked it's my favorite episode of the season easily. It's a highly memorable episode just for that scene, and it really resonated with me on a personal level. And I just thought the writing was just absolutely amazing for that scene in particular. And for the rest of the episode, take it or leave it. But that scene, it was just so freaking good. EA, talk about episode 21 of Shield Hero.
All right. I hope not to. I thought everything was fine. Everything was green. I don't know why I cut out. But anyway, so yes, Nafumi's triumphant return. I think we absolutely were ready for something like this. We were ready for this. We were ready for this episode. We were, from the beginning, Nafumi has gone through nothing but just absolute crap and just, dealt the dirty hand all because, the king's racist, and he just beaten and downtrodden, and it was trying to clear his name the whole time. Had a few people that believed him. And then the queen just decides to get off her ass and finally do something about it. And now says, all right, we're going to clear your name. And just watching just everything fall apart in front of their eyes, and, mine just getting electrocuted to hell. And all that was just, it was sweet victory. It was justice, and it was served so greatly. And as much as I wanted to see their heads roll, I think Nafumi did the next best thing, which was, they're forever going to be trash and bitch and slut. So I couldn't have asked for a better, I guess, sort of way to just be like, hey, he's finally clear. And I suffered through all the Fulali's and bad CGI T-Rexes.
To be fair,
to get to this point,
that was only like 3 episodes altogether of just the trashness.
And you know what? I will give you that, because it wasn't too terribly bad. I think, like you said, we got a nice little gag out of it, so that was great. But this whole episode itself was just, it's kind of like, to me, it reminds me of an episode of Game of Thrones, Battle of the Bastards, where the Starks suffered through so much crap. They finally get Winterfell back at the end of that episode, and I remember just that feeling at the end of it. I had the same feeling with this episode ended. I was like, yes, in your face, bitch. Literally. So that was my favorite episode of the season. Absolutely.
That's a great episode. Just, I was waiting. When this is the reason I picked this show. Shield Hero was my lock for the last season, and it carried over in this one, and I was so excited. It's the whole reason we are watching the show for King of Anime, is because I wanted to see you guys react to what happened to mine and the King, because it's so memorable. It's the most memorable moment in all of Shield Hero, and I'm so glad that we all got to experience it on this show, because it's so great. It was built up to perfectly, and execution was just amazing. It was amazing. It was meme worthy, and rightfully so. It was just great. It was a great episode. And as for what episode takes this, I don't think Attack on Titan episode 50 makes it, but I can't say it I can't say that for like a fact or anything because I haven't seen episode 50, but I have read the chapter, and it's fine episode to pick, but I think it's between Fruits Basket and Shield Hero. But it's up to you guys. What do you think?
I'm picking Shield Hero. I think
Yeah.
it's the for everybody who was watching Shield Hero, this is the episode that they wanted because the hate for mine was just you couldn't even calculate. It was so much, and then you had this episode. The people got what they wanted, just
Mhm.
like you guys have already said. So I think that was the episode. That was probably one of the best episodes of Shield Hero. I like the Fruits Basket episode as well, but if that's the best episode, is debatable. With this one for Shield Hero, it's no question.
Yep.
At least in my opinion.
Yep.
Best episode of spring 2019. Shield Hero episode 21. Now Fumi's triumphant return. Well earned one, in my opinion. Gives me goosebumps just thinking about that episode. It's so good. Next award, the one that got away, aka the anime we wish we watched instead of because I think we watched all the anime we wanted to watch this season. So I don't think there's anyone that I don't think there's like any bad anime that we covered this season. So this one's such an easy one to me. But Satsuki, what did you pick?
I picked Fruits Basket 2019 for. Well, I won't talk too much about it. It's just I really love the characters in Fruits Basket, and just like what we do in the group chat when we're posting pictures and whatnot. Like me and C do it back and forth, and I wish everything animated could be included in it. He's just like standing there like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
It's just fun. Like it's fun because I can just gush over how adorable Toru is, or how Hana's like a god, or how like Uchan is like awesome.
She
And
carries a lead pipe
how
into school, and nobody stops her. And she picks fights with all the teachers.
Yeah, like nobody dares to just oppose her. Oh, except for Kyo, but Kyo's Kyo, and he gets beat up on a daily basis.
And he jumps out of like 3-story windows.
Yeah, and he's a tsundere, and we love tsundere. And Yuki's cool as well. It's just I love the characters.
God, Yuki is such a babe.
Y'all seem to always pick the shows that I never watched. Last season it was that one with the rapping girl, and now this season it's this one, and I'm just like always left out. I'm hoping summer we're all gonna be doing it.
Yep.
Summer's the one.
Summer is the one. I picked I picked Fruits Basket as well. I freaking love this show. I love it because it's so quotable, it's so funny. Satsuki's right, all the characters are great. I laugh out loud at every episode of this show. There is something funny always. And it's got stories as well, or not stories, but messages in pretty much every episode. It also gets dark at sometimes. It gets really freaking dark too, and especially the last couple episodes. And it still, in those episodes, finds a way to be lighthearted. And it also freaking invented a bunch of like the tropes that are still used to this day in a lot of slice of life anime and shoujo. It's a great remake, or I guess a readaptation of the original Fruits Basket by the fans. The fans of it who've read the manga really agree with that. I love this anime. But EA, what did you pick?
I picked Space Jam.
Oh dang!
No, I didn't. I picked where the hell did it go? Isekai Quartet. Only because I didn't know of any other ones. That was the only one that seemed interesting to me, just because it has 3 shows that I've watched, and it's kind of like something that's not supposed to be taken seriously, you know, just a little comedy skit sort of thing or whatever. And I feel like, oh, that would be kind of fun. It would be interesting just to see all of them put together, you know, in sort of like a, what was it called? Like a sitcom situation, like situation comedy. Whoa, what's gonna happen here? Look, she's bending over. Whoa, that's great.
Wait, what?
Funny. I don't know. There's a lot.
Sounds like something Aqua would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Aqua and like, I don't know, someone like Rem in the same setting together? I think that would just be interesting in itself, just to see the dynamic.
Who's a Rem?
She'd be no one knows who that is.
I can't wait till you guys understand that joke.
No, I get it, because no one likes her.
I can't wait till you guys understand that joke.
Not even Subaru.
I just cannot wait. You're off the mark with that. I'm just gonna say that. This is not
But
because
Subaru
people hate
doesn't
her.
like her. Subaru likes Emiria.
Miria.
And she would be in that show too. And Emiria and fuck. Eye Patch. What's her name?
Eye patch.
Explosion.
Megamine.
Megamine. Thank you. They're the same voice actor, so that would be cool to see.
Yeah.
That would be cool to see in that sort of setting too. Like she's just basically talking with herself at that point.
You sound similar. What are you talking about?
It's like, I'm not similar. Yes, you are. Why do you sound the same? I don't know. Why are you a bitch? And then she just explodes everybody at the end, you know?
I wouldn't mind if we watched the Sekai Quartet because, you know, it's got ReZero and Konosuba characters. I don't care for Yojo Senki that much. I don't really like Overlord, so...
I like Overlord for one person alone, and that's my babe. Mm-hmm. She's a horny person, you know what I'm saying?
God damn it.
What the hell's her name? Albedo. That's her name. Albedo is great.
So what are we?
Oh, I think
what are
we
we
already
picking?
know. Come on.
Bunny Girl Senpai?
Yeah, the only copy
The
that you have.
two-time winner, Bunny Girl Senpai. Yeah, I'm picking Fruits Basket. I think EA would not only love Fruits Basket, I think he would adore it.
Me as well.
One of these days.
So Fruits Basket 2019 wins the one that got away award. Next up, first pretty negative award. Most disappointing. This one's probably gonna be cut and dry too. Satsuki, what did you pick?
First I just wanted to say, damn, I wish I would have picked Dororo so I could bitch.
No, you'll be
Pick
able
it.
to still.
No, you can pick it.
No. I'll just
Make it
you
a clean
guys are
sweep.
no. When you guys go,
Yeah, we're about to bitch
chime
about
in.
Dororo anyway, so Satsuki can just go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, I'll chime in, but let's get on One Punch Man season 2. I just want to say, with this award in general, out of like the anime that we watched for the season, none of them were bad. None of them. Like they were all good, 7 out of 10 or above, or maybe 6 out of 10 range. So I just picked this because One Punch Man season 2 was just the weakest out of all the anime I watched. So I just want to preface that. But this season was disappointing with One Punch Man when you compare it to the first one. Some of the episodes, even though I was defending it first episode, it was some episodes later that just did not live up to the animation of season 1 for One Punch
Damn
Man
it,
at all.
Satsuki, it's a slideshow.
JC Stab, JC slideshow. It's unfortunate. And in one of the episodes, oh god, the way they did my boy Super Alloy Darkshine, that animation, that art, it just looked like they just got a free trial from Microsoft Paint and they just roll with it. It was just bad.
Yeah, this looks great. Yeah, keep rolling with it.
Yo, we gotta
It was,
put the funding for this one into Food Wars.
Season
oh
4 coming
yeah,
up.
it is. Should I watch that?
Yes.
It will be animated better than One Punch Man, and that's unfortunate.
I want to
A
say
show
that's
about
sad.
cooking. Yeah,
That's
a
sad.
show about cooking will be animated better than One Punch Man season 2. That is a guarantee. But
Yep.
I mean, besides that, it was still fun. Like I said, it's just out of everything else I watched for the season, One Punch Man, I wasn't too excited about watching week to week.
As for me, actually, this is gonna sound weird, but I enjoyed One Punch Man more than season one. I think season one's better, of course. So I wasn't really disappointed with it. As for anime by one, take it or leave it most of the time. It's One Punch Man. I like it. I will say this: I was wrong. I was wrong about JC Staff. I went all in to defend them because they were getting shit on really hard, and I still think unfairly. But I was wrong. Let's bitch about Dororo, EA.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's a good idea.
What
'Cause
the fuck happened to this show?
I picked Dororo, just so you know, everybody
Same.
else. But
I did as well.
what happened to it? They made way too many episodes for this, and they had a bunch of just, I don't know, like annoying. I don't know about cliches, but everything just felt sort of stupid towards the end, where people didn't need to be doing certain things, and vice versa. And I don't know, like, I think the moral of the story of Dororo, when everything's all said and done, is don't use a person to make the world better by using their body parts to feed them to demons. So instead of doing that, actually take money and do it yourself, you lazy son of a bitch. That's what I got out of Dororo.
I think it, to address that, I don't think you're. I don't think you're as. I don't think that's on point. Because Dororo isn't about the overall story. It's about the journey. It's an episodic show. I mean, it's about what you get out of each episode in each arc, not about the whole thing in particular. That's my take on it. But I'm still gonna freaking bitch about this show because Shark Boy, what the fuck? Get that crap out of there. This needed to be in, like, at max an 18 episode series. What were you doing? What were you doing?
All right, Shark Boy, we're gonna avenge your fallen comrade.
They fought a shark in the series where we had unique demons. I mean, even I was bitching about the Rapidash so much, and I still am, and I still will continue to do it. But at least it was cool. A shark? I can't get with it, no matter how much I think about it.
They totally filleted that Rapidash in front of its child. They just straight up murdered it, and the kid was like, "Daddy," and then just no.
This
Like
show,
a knife through the freaking neck.
This show literally was on track to become one of the best shows of this year, and then it was just like it got like kneecapped by budget constraints with its weird animation, and also I guess I guess it was also handicapped in the sense of it had to stay relevant to the manga, which Osamu Tezuka, listen, he is the best, okay? I freaking love Osamu Tezuka. Read Metropolis, get out there and watch Astro Boy. No, seriously, it's really fucking old, but it's really fucking good. Watch it, it's great. He can still write bad stuff. And oh my god, was this second core, just the whole middle of this second core was just, besides that filler episode where they go, where they're saying everything opposite of what they want to say. besides that episode and the episode where Jukai and Hyakimaru get trapped in the cave, awful, boring, I don't care. And I think it got so many passes from us because the first core was so freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
And
The guy
man,
took his eyeballs out and gave them to him.
which I think once again that last episode was kneecapped by its budget. I think that's an example of not the story failing. I think that's episode of an example of the budget failing the episode. This wins most disappointing in my opinion. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Of course, I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Most
terrible.
disappointing, Dororo. A good show that could have been really great. Surprise of the season. Satsuki, what'd you pick?
I picked Carolyn Tuesday, and man, when we first started picking anime to do for the King of Anime podcast, and I believe I chose Dororo. I think C picked Shield Hero, and everything animated picked Carolyn Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were picking shows, I was kind of disappointed that we didn't pick Fruits Basket, because that was a show I was like, okay, this I never watched or read the manga, but I saw how it was looking. I was like, I really want to do this show for the podcast. So I was kind of disappointed that none of us picked it, but I wasn't going to change mine. So it was what it was. But so like with Carolyn Tuesday, I knew nothing about it. Um, so I was just like, it's whatever. But then I went into it, and it's literally like my favorite anime for this season. If I take out sequels, of course, excluding Attack on Titan, and it's definitely up there for just anime of the year for me. And I wasn't expecting any of that when everything animated picked this to do for the King of Anime podcast at all.
Well,
Just continue on. I picked Carol and Tuesday as well because of those same reasons, and also I didn't expect Shinichiro Watanabe to stay this relevant in 2019 and release a really damn good anime again for like the third time in a row. That's like really, really good. And I love the musical aspect so much. I love the references to the music, the Motorhead references, which was really funny, the Cyndi Lauper stuff, the whatever
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk, yeah, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Bunch of music references. I get almost every single one of them, if not all of them. Probably because I was a former musician until very recently, and yeah, I love this show. It surprised me because I did not at all expect this show to be as good as it is. What did you pick, EA?
I picked Shield Hero because one, I would have never watched this had it not been for you, because I just thought it was gonna be another stinking isekai, which we've never seen any of those before.
Yeah, we haven't covered plenty of those already.
And so I was just like, okay, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. Yeah, you were thinking it, but yeah, I was like, all right, give it a chance, and I was pleasantly surprised. I was legit like, a great main character in an isekai? What? You actually have feelings towards him? You want him to succeed? You actually give a shit? What? I just thought that was totally unexpected. As many of these isekais that we get, it's nice to actually see one that is way better than obviously Sword Art Online is not the first one to ever do it. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely one that stands out whenever people say, oh, is it as good as Sword Art Online? It's like, give me a break. Come on. Sword Art Online wishes they could be the Shield Hero. You know what I'm saying? Especially the later seasons. But I digress. The Shield Hero is other than a few episodes here and there. But it's definitely a good show, and I would recommend it. And that's coming from somebody that, like I said, I would have never watched this had it not been for you.
Mount Rushmore of Isekai: Shield Hero, ReZero, Konosuba. Is there another one?
I mean, I guess you'd have to put Sword Art Online on there just because it was the first one. George Washington's on there, so I mean, you gotta.
Yeah, I mean, I guess SAO. I personally wouldn't put SAO on there, but I could see the argument for it. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think Shield Hero is. I think ReZero captured a lot of people's like popular vote, but I think Shield Hero is really good. Like it's really fun. Who wins surprise of the season here? Because I'm actually I'm going towards Shield Hero on this one, even though me and Satsuki both picked Carol and Tuesday.
I mean, to me, I guess Carol and Tuesday is not so much a surprise to me, just because it's from a great director, and he, in my opinion, hasn't made a bad anything yet.
I think just for the fact that Shield Hero exists, and the fact that almost everyone goes, "Oh, another isekai, god damn it."
Yeah.
The Rising of the Shield Hero. This sounds stupid. To being one of the best anime of this year.
And
I think that's really surprising.
And I want to add something else I just thought of. The fact that all the critics bashed the hell out of Shield Hero because of
stupid reasons,
just
dumb
reasons,
yeah.
and basically the fans and the people that were watching the show are like, what are these people talking about? This is a good show. I have no idea why they're bashing it as hard as they are, and I think that's another reason why this show stands up as being one of the better ones. It proves everybody wrong.
Satsuki, what do you think?
I'm outvoted on this one. I still got to roll with Carol and Tuesday.
Right.
Just because, like I said, I didn't know what to expect with it. With Shield Hero, I pretty much got what I expected just going into it. Carol and Tuesday, I did not think it was going to be my favorite anime of this season and year.
Surprise of the season: The Rising of the Shield Hero. Thigh meat, most overrated. One of my favorites. I love this award. I don't think anyone's wrong with this one, but Satsuki, what did you pick?
I picked Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer. Oh god, where do we go? You know,
just this. It's UFO table. Just say UFO table.
I mean, it's not only that. It's just the manga readers, and this tends to happen when you read far in a manga. You kind of forget, or you kind of overlook how something started, or you kind of just have like disillusions of how some arcs were. Because let's say with Attack on Titan, I'm enjoying this arc right now in previous arcs, but like let's say the first arc of Attack on Titan wasn't all that great, and it could turn some people off. But because I'm so excited for what's happening now, I may just forget that. I think that's what happened with Kimetsu no Yaiba, because the manga readers told me this was like so great. It's like one of the best shonen.
I'm so sorry.
It's just, I mean, I not only heard that, but just for the people who were actually watching it, some anime onlys, they, in my opinion, put too much stock in animation. And don't get me, it's beautiful. It looks great. It's gorgeous, but that's not all it takes for me to be impressed with the anime. And Kimetsu no Yaiba has done like nothing to impress me other than the animation. I'm not too invested in the story. I love Tanjiro. Nezuko is just, she's fine. she's yeah, she's fine, but that just beating someone's ass doesn't make a character for me. You know, I
Yo.
mean, it's cool, but you know.
We gotta make an award called
The award.
We gotta. It's just most overrated female character.
Oh, okay.
Some people might interpret that wrong if it's just it has it spelled MMMMMM.
Oh yeah.
Award.
Just
Yes,
it's
that's. Oh god.
it's just right next to it asterisk sound.
Okay.
Did-
Muffled.
Yeah.
I also picked Kimetsu no Yaiba. I said it from the beginning, and I'll say it again. I have no idea what's going on in this show. The fact that everybody's putting it on this pedestal, like you said, making it out to be this really amazing show.
Why hasn't anyone said UFO table yet?
UFO Table. Is that better?
That's the reason why it's so overrated. It's continue.
Okay. But I don't know. To me, I felt like there's been other shows that have done this way better and with less episodes. I felt like it took forever to get into. I kept wanting to get rid of this when it first started, and then I remember one point I'm just like, okay, it's got cool animation, but then once again fell off it again because I'm like, all right, don't know what's going on now. It looks great, looks nice, but I don't care about any of the people. So I don't see what the big deal is, to be honest. It's okay for what it is, but it's not anything that I'm just gonna go after and just be like,
Right.
yeah, that's a fucking great show. You know, it's whatever.
It's the perfect example of already an existing concept with basic. It's like, to me, it's like My Hero Academia. It's already a concept we've seen a lot of times executed basically as well as it's going to be executed, but has nothing in the way that actually, I don't know, makes people who've already seen anime of the same genre that have done it way better interested. I have this show. I liked. The reason I locked this show is not because I actually picked it. I picked this show because it was the second most voted show in the Community King of Anime community lock. I actually was never going to lock a show for this season, and I decided to lock it because, you know, whatever, I read some of the manga and I was going to watch it anyways. Later on, I think this show is terrible to watch week to week, and I think not only because UFO Table is one of the most overrated studios in anime, along with like Trigger and Madhouse, although Madhouse kind of earns their keep in some ways.
I would say I don't think Madhouse is overrated. They certainly like to pick stupid shows, Boogie Pop, but they don't.
But
you know,
Kimetsu no Yaiba. I don't think any of us here are saying it's a bad show. It's just not. But that's its weakness. It's not a bad show.
It's not anything special either.
And I'm sure it gets better. I'm sure it does. But when the anime came out, the manga was sitting at like a 7.8, a 7.0 on Mal, and I recently went to go check, and it's like at 8.2. That's overrated, my friends. For me, I picked, and this is not going to win, but I just needed to I fucking hate the Senko Lolly Fox anime. So I hate it. I don't know why everybody watches it. It looks bad. It probably is bad. I'm gonna just most overrated right there. It's not gonna win. It's Kimetsu no Yaiba. So Kimetsu no Yaiba wins. It just does. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? Senko or Kimetsu?
I mean, I don't even know what that is. So sticking with.
All right, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Thigh Meat Award. One of the best awards ever.
Delicious.
The next best award ever, the King Nothing Award, aka the Goblin Slayer Award of Excellence. Sorry if you're a Goblin Slayer fan. I didn't like it. And
We
This
made
is-
you watch it for 7 days or 7 weeks, excuse me.
and this is like the worst anime of the season. Sasuke, what did you pick? You're gonna make some people angry.
So I picked The Rising of the Shield Hero, and whoa, what happened there?
That's a Falali dying.
Okay, that was a new one. That was a new one. But I picked Shield Hero. I already said it before. There were no bad anime that I watched this season. So it's really I'm grasping at straws, and it's really Shield Hero is winning by default. And honestly, I honestly, if I watch the last episode of Shield Hero, my mind might change and it might go to Kimetsu no Yaiba. But because I didn't watch the last episode of Shield Hero yet, I had to pick it because I feel like it's a fun show. It's really fun, but I'm not really too invested in the characters, as I said before. Like Nafumi is cool. Ralphie, I really liked her beginning, but she started to get stale. Love mine, love the queen.
Really is awesome.
Malty she's cool too, but I kind of don't like how she was in the it's not really her character. I just don't like her being in a show when they were like it was like such a big thing. She was like, "Bye now for me and party," gone for one episode, and then they reunite two more times. It's like I don't know. I didn't like her. I didn't like her inclusion back into the story really because it felt like it was like for no reason. But um, damn, Shield Hero isn't a bad show. It's just I felt like it was the weakest out of what I was watching, or
I don't know how you
Damn.
didn't pick Dororo, but because I'm gonna say it now. The last episode is really good.
of Shield Hero or Dororo.
Shield Hero.
Yeah, it is really good.
I didn't. Yeah, if I watched the last episode of Shield Hero, my mind might have changed. That's the big thing. Because because when we made this list, for episode 24, I really loved that fucking episode, and the list was already made before I watched that. So
Drunk Raffi.
yeah,
She's the best.
yeah.
She's an alcoholic.
I like how that's like the first time she drunk any kind of alcohol ever. Alcoholic.
Well, I mean, she didn't stop. She came back
That's
and started
true.
drinking again.
She did.
If you don't know how to put it down, what's that called? Alcoholic.
Oh God. Yay. What did you pick?
Oh, I picked Dororo just because it's a great example of a show that started off with this gleaming, wondrous joy and was gonna be this fantastic show, and then it decided to be stupid and just go full on dumbass and decided to be like, well, 24 episodes doesn't seem like it's enough, but I guess we can make do with 25 even though we have 18 episodes worth of material. So let's just go with that. And
It's 24 episodes.
oh, sorry, 20. What did I say? 25. Anyway, they made it way too many. They made it way too long. Way too long. They could have easily have cut it down to 18 episodes, easily. And if they needed help, I could have showed them how. But you
Just
know,
take a knife, throw it at a picture of Shark Boy.
it's like you
Kill
see
it.
this whole arc. You see this whole arc right here. All these 3, 4, 5 fucking episodes. You don't need them.
And they're like,
Get rid of them.
why is American here? What is he
Wait,
doing?
Trust me. You'll appreciate it.
this is my opportunity. I wanted to bitch about Dororo for a while.
All right,
gonna be hard.
the floor is yours, good sir.
It's going to be hard not to go over like 5 minutes, but we're going to condense this. So the first thing is I think Dororo betrayed itself because they couldn't keep doing the episodic thing. We knew they couldn't keep doing it. We would eventually have to get plot progression, which we kind of did even in episodic episodes because he's working to get body parts and whatnot, and that's what he was doing even in the episodic episodes. But I think the biggest or one of the biggest problems was the fact that towards the second core, we didn't have Dororo or Hyakimaru experiencing him getting his body parts back. Like when he got his hearing, when he got his sense of feeling, uh, when he was able to speak, it was moments in time dedicated just for those moments alone. When he got his eyes back, I felt nothing. It just happened. It was just like it just happened because it had to happen, and I didn't like that. I also didn't like some of the one of the themes in Dororo, which is uh, basically if you kill people, you're a bad person, no matter what the circumstance is. They kind of tried to drill that into our heads that Dororo was like, or I keep saying Dororo. Fuck, why did you name the show Dororo? Should be Hakimaru. Damn it. Uh,
Let's talk about the new show, Hyakimaru.
and they tried to make Hyakimaru seem like a bad person, which I didn't feel that because even the people he killed, they were bad people themselves, or they were trying to hinder him from getting what was stolen from him, which was his body. Uh, but yeah, I was just disappointed in some things. There's a lot of other stuff, but can't go on too long.
I love that you brought that up there, Sasuke, about how killing's wrong, killing's this. What am I supposed to do? Just lay down and die and not get my shit back,
Give me my shit back.
Give me my shit back. Yeah, it's like give me it, and then they're like, no, just die for the good of the land.
It's literally this. It's give me my hat back. Hey man, you took my hat. Give me my hat.
Yeah, but it's just like I just don't. Yeah, but apparently money makes everything better. As I said, Dororo, the story is put money into the economy and use your own money to buy shit
Invest in
and
stock.
make the country grow. Invest in stocks.
How the hell did they accumulate that much money?
Over time, they stole from people. They get lots of money. Anyways, I picked Fairygon. I don't have a picture of Fairygon, so you're gonna have to go with my thumbnail for my most recent Fairygon video where I talked about how it's terrible. This anime is worse than Shield Hero because Shield Hero is fucking awesome. This anime is worse than Dororo because this is freaking Fairygon, you guys. You guys have not experienced Fairygon. Let me give you an experience of what it's like. You guys remember an anime that we talked about last season called Boogie Pop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Saucy's being stabbed by Boogie Pop. So I don't know if you know.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever thought about this. There is a worse anime than Boogie Pop. And not only does it make Boogie Pop look good, but it's also called Fairygon. It's called Fairygon. It's called Fairygon.
Is it better or worse than Goblin Slayer?
Oh, Goblin Slayer is like a masterpiece compared to Fairygon. Fairygon is so... I watched 3 episodes. There is no character development. None. I'm not joking. I hand on whatever religious person. All of them. I don't care. No character development. The art is shit. Awful. Dororo looks good compared to Fairygon. Not only is the art awful, the designs are bland, terrible, boring. They use fucking CG stands. They rip off JoJo. They have stands. Not only do they have stands, they have vehicles that instead of wheels, they have spider legs. And they have high-speed chases in spider leg vehicles. This show is awful. There's no point to anything that's happening. They explain this thing of like the fairies, and oh god, the main character is a Mary Sue. She's a Mary Sue. She's just there because they want her to be there. And they talk about in the very fucking same episode that Mary Sue girl gets a fairy gun or whatever, and she becomes like a fairy soldier. They explain, like, literally 10 minutes before that, the only way you can become a fairy soldier is if you get the fairy transplanted into you. Also, humans can't see the fairies. What happens? The jar that holds a fairy breaks, and then she reaches up to grab it and turns into a fairy soldier. How does she see it? Also, she needs to have it transplanted to her body. This show's terrible! Oh my god. This show is, like, it irks me. It's how? What did you do? Why did you let the person who directed JoJo, part 1 of JoJo, season 3 with the stands, why did you let him direct this? He is a terrible director. And not only that, whoever wrote this, you should be ashamed of yourself. You could have easily just started thinking about it and covered up like half of the plot holes. This show's terrible. This show's awful. By far the worst.
One question though.
By far the worst show of this year. And I don't think anything's gonna touch it.
Does it have good side boob?
No.
Okay, well then it wins.
It has a random guy in it who looks like Jesus. They talk about this thing called the Black Fairy Tome and how important it is. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting everyone, but it's irking me so much.
You want me to come back later, or?
They talk about this thing called the Black Fairy Tome and how important it is, and they don't talk about it for like 3 episodes after they introduce it. Ugh, they don't even explain it. Sorry, people, continue. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I was getting secondhand disappointment just from your rant, and I think I get secondhand disappointment because I haven't watched it, nor do I have any plans to watch it, and that just goes to show you how disappointing it has been for other people. It got to the point where even fucking my anime list had I'm going to read it verbatim. It says, it was a Facebook post. It says, Fairy Gone may be one of this season's most disappointing shows. Intense opening theme, like it was promoting a theme while saying, like, yeah, Fairy Gone's pretty bad. And I think it actually did dip into the 5 zone of my anime list when it came to the rating. It was like 5.9 something.
It deserves
so
one.
That
That's too high.
Yeah.
It's too high.
It's been pretty disappointing for everybody, and as much as I didn't really like how Dororo turned out, and as much as I don't really have any problems with Shield Hero, but as much as I don't think Shield Hero compares with the other good shows for the season, Fairy Gone seems just horrible.
Fairy Gone wins. Fairy Gone has to win. If it doesn't win, we're doing something wrong.
Does it have to win though?
It kind of has to.
But okay. I give up.
I would argue it for a while.
Oh, I can already tell. I'd be like, he's gonna start another rant. Okay, I need to go piss.
King of Anime, Spring 2019. The reason everyone's here besides CKOA. Satsuki, what did you pick?
I picked Attack on Titan season 3 part 2. I just feel like this is Attack on Titan's strongest season, and it's one of those seasons where it brought back a lot of the things that the fans were mad about with season 2 and the beginning of part 1 of season 3, or especially part 1 of season 3, because what people wanted they were like, we want Titans, we want the fighting back, we want to see people use the 3D gear and all that stuff. And then you got that with this season and more because it had a lot of progression when it came to the whole basement stuff and things of that nature. And um, it expanded the world by the end of the episodes. I mean, there's one more episode left, but from where I am right now, um, it did a lot of world building, especially in this last episode, which is very great for Attack on Titan. Great character moments from Erwin, Armin, um, Hanji. It was just, to me, it just was like the best season of Attack on Titan.
EA Sports, what did you pick?
I picked Carol and Tuesday.
I'm sorry for that segue. That was terrible.
It really was. Yeah, I picked Carol and Tuesday because one of my favorite anime directors, known for making Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo, Kids on a Slope, Space Dandy, so many good shows, one right after the other. But yeah, this one is definitely up there so far. You know, it hasn't done anything. There's so many awesome things from this, and I think the fact that they actually got actual American singers to sing Carol and Tuesday, like they brought them in and had them sing, like this just adds a little bit more of an authenticity to it. And because to me, you can tell whenever someone's singing or someone's trying to speak English and that they're Japanese. It definitely, yeah, you're like, okay, it's from Japan. You could definitely feel it when it comes to that. But I don't know, like I thought that was a nice little touch that the director added for this show. It's got great animation. The story's great. I think more importantly, the music is definitely what makes it. And for every cookie cutter anime song that you hear from every intro that from every new season that begins, where it just has that, you're like, okay, this is another stupid song that you'll skip over and that you'll never hear again. But when it comes to Carol and Tuesday, I would honestly listen to this whole album and I'd probably support it and buy it whenever it comes out, because it's just that it's that good.
That's just volume 1 of the album they're going to be releasing.
Yeah, they have so many more other songs that they're going to be coming out with, but yeah, the music, the stories, the characters, just everything about this. And it's not based off a manga, so it's an original.
Yeah, how many original anime are good? Fairy Gone was original.
Well,
Code Geass, Kill La Kill.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Well, it's more, but off the top of my head.
But I guess what I'm getting at is that, you know, it's nice to see that there are still original anime out there that can, if you actually put thought into it and time and dedication, passion, love, all that you can make a really great show.
I agree. Carol Tuesday is great. I picked Fruits Basket. Reasons I've stated earlier. You know, it's a very quotable show. I love the characters. This is an anime that I look forward to each and every single week. Every time, it's like 1:30 p.m. on a Friday. I'm like 30 more minutes. Fruits Basket's coming out, and I can't wait to watch it. It's one that I'm gonna watch dubbed as well whenever I finish watching season 1. It's one I'm gonna go back and rewatch or watch for the first time the original Fruits Basket anime, which apparently has a lot of anime original stuff and deviates greatly from the source. And I'm gonna read the manga. I love Fruits Basket. I even do a weekly podcast plug, which is the channel I do the weekly podcast for on Bento, which is where we stream everything live every week. I love this anime, and there's rarely a thing I hate about it. And the most disliked thing about Fruits Basket is a character named Kagura. And even then, she has funny lines every now and again. I just love this show. I mean, it resonates with me on personal levels a lot. I love the main character. I love Kyo and Yuki. Those trio are such a powerful trio. They're a power trio. It's a punk rock band. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Playing ska now. Nobody gets my musical jokes. Okay, cool. I picked Fruits Basket. So now let's get down to figuring out who's going to win King of Anime 2019. And this is not going to be easy. I think there is a good argument for each and every single one of these. Because not only that, these are shows that will be continuing on in the future, which makes it even more difficult. What do you guys think?
I will fight to the death for Attack on Titan.
Me too. Stalemate.
Wait.
Three-way tie.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were gonna attack or your fight to the death for Attack on Titan as well.
No. Carol and Tuesday. I'm gonna fight.
I'll
Got
say
my
this.
sword.
Fruits Basket popularized a bunch of tropes, good or bad, that anime still uses to this day. Also, Toru is adorable, and I love her. Not that way. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You guys are going to take this out of context.
I didn't say anything.
Not really. I can understand the Toru thing. So.
Okay, good. Well, someone's going to take this
time.
out of context.
You like body pillows. It's cool.
What? I don't even know anybody pillow.
Damn it.
Can we have a three-way tie?
No.
Yeah, I don't
You
think we
must
can
have
do
a
that
winner.
for the last award.
Fine. How about a three-way?
Just a three-way in general? I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. King of Anime Podcast three-way coming next week.
To Pornhub. Man. Yay, what's your argument?
I thought I said all I needed to say. I haven't seen your show, Fruit Baskets.
That's true.
So I would be more inclined to support mine and Sasuke's just because I know Attack on Titan is such a great show. I mean, it literally took the world by storm, not just anime lovers, but people in general. That's how popular the show is. So, I mean, I have respect for Attack on Titan when it comes to that.
I will.
We gotta... Okay.
Sign. I will sign a peace treaty with EA to take down Fruits Basket.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, sweet.
Okay,
Take
Fruits
down
Basket.
Fruit Basket.
Fruits Basket is out. So it's now between Carol and Tuesday and Attack on Titan. I gotta go with Attack on Titan at that point.
Okay.
You could still win. I mean, that's just
I'm
my
gonna cry.
opinion. I'm out. I'm just saying my personal thoughts.
Well, I'm not gonna go against Carol and Tuesday, and I know Sasuke's not gonna go against Attack, so it's actually between you since your show got burned to the ground.
Who wins?
Or you can be silent. It's okay.
Me? Wait. My show got kicked out. It's the first one to lose.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. It's down between you now that your show's gone.
Well,
Choose.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's time for we haven't seen all of Carol and Tuesday. We haven't seen all of Attack on Titan, but we've seen more of Attack on Titan, and I'm more inclined to give Attack on Titan the Spring 2019 award because I know for a fact, even though it's Shinichiro Watanabe, I know for a fact Attack on Titan will be really good no matter what. So I'm gonna go Attack on Titan. It's edging it out.
I am definitely okay with these results. I will say that Carol and Tuesday, when we're excluding sequels and just anime that actually started just this season, it's the best for me.
King of Anime Spring 2019 goes to Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Let's talk about the Community King of Anime. 7 responses.
Wow.
7.
That's
So,
a record.
The first thing we had is the best written female character. From the choices we had, along with other, we had Toru Honda from Fruits Baskets, Raftalia from The Rising of the Shield Hero, Mind Melromark from The Rising of the Shield Hero, Tuesday Simmons from Carol and Tuesday, Carol Stanley from Carol and Tuesday, Dororo from Dororo 2019, Fubuki from One Punch Man, Krista Historia Lins from Attack on Titan, Mikasa Ackerman from Attack on Titan, Sasha Blouse from Attack on Titan, and Hanj Zo from Attack on Titan.
Hanzo
from
Street Fighter?
Overwatch, or Street Fighter as well. Carol Stanley from Carol and Tuesday got 1 vote. Krista got 1 vote. Hanj got 1 vote. Toru Honda.
Wait. Krista got a vote? How?
She's blonde.
She's not even in this season. Wait, actually she is, but she has like a minor... all right.
Toru Honda wins with 4 votes.
Well,
that is your...
Yeah,
I agree.
Thank you.
It's fucking great. Toru's awesome.
Thank you.
Best written male character, Kyo Soma from Fruits Basket, Yuki Soma from Fruits Basket, Naofumi from The Rising of the Shield Hero, Hyakimaru from Dororo.
It has to be Naofumi. Let's just say it.
Naofumi from The Rising of the Shield Hero, Hyakimaru from Dororo, Saitama from One Punch Man, King from One Punch Man, Metal Bat from One Punch Man, Garo from One Punch Man, Levi from Attack on Titan, Erwin Smith from Attack on Titan, Reiner Braun from Attack on Titan, Armin Arlet from Attack on Titan, Bertolt Hoover from Attack on Titan, Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan, and best brother in the whole world, Tanjiro Kamado from Kimetsu no Yaiba. 1 vote for Naofumi, 1 vote for Yuki, 1 for Eren Yeager, 2 votes for Erwin, and 2 votes for Kyo Soma. It is a tie between Kyo Soma from Fruits Basket and Erwin from Attack on Titan.
I'm fine with that.
The best episode of the season. I let you guys put in whatever you want to put in because I'm not going to list out every single freaking episode that happened this season. Attack on Titan.
Can I take a guess? Let me take a guess.
Yeah, okay, yes.
I think it's going to be Hero from Attack on Titan. That's my guess.
Ding, ding, ding. Hero from Attack on Titan wins the best episode of the season. The other votes were My Own Steel from Honore no Hagane. I haven't heard of that show. Just Carol and Tuesday. Okay. Episode 12 of Fruits Basket with an added little message saying intense and funny, which I agree. And 1.05, I've Been Fooling Myself. I don't know what that's from.
I don't know.
Best opening. Besides other, we had Again by Beverly, Fruits Basket opening. Shoke to Shikabane no Michi by Linked Horizon, the Attack on Titan opening. Dororo by Asian Kung Fu Generation, Dororo 2019. Kiss Me, Carol and Tuesday. The One Punch Man opening. Kimetsu no Yaiba's opening by Lisa. Zoku Monogatari's opening, which is one of the other votes that wasn't on there initially. Gurenge gets 1. Zoku Wanna gets 1. Again by Beverly gets 1. 2 votes for Attack on Titan's opening and 2 votes for Carol and Tuesday. It is a tie between Kiss Me and Attack on Titan's opening.
I mean, I like Attack on Titan's opening, but I don't think it's better than Carol and Tuesday.
Yeah, Carol and Tuesday.
I think the best Linked Horizon Attack on Titan opening is the second one they did. Other than that, I hate all of them.
For the second season?
Yeah.
I like the first. I like the very first one, and I think the second season opening is the best one.
Oh God, it's freaking long. Best ending. Lucky ending. The Fruits Basket ending. I'm just gonna call it, what they are. The Attack on Titan ending. The Dororo ending. Carol and Tuesday's ending. Chizu ga Naku Temu, One Punch Man Season 2 ending, Kimetsu no Yaiba's ending, and Zoku Owari Monogatari's ending. One vote for Attack on Titan, one vote for Carol and Tuesday, one vote for Kimetsu no Yaiba, one for Zoku Owari Monogatari, and 3 for Fruits Basket's ending. Fruits Basket is getting a lot this season.
Yeah.
No love for Carol and Tuesday.
Well, there's one vote, so I think Hold Me Now is a great song, just in general.
Yeah, it is.
Most disappointing, Me in Bed.
Haha.
That was me.
God damn it. Kimetsu no Yaiba, Isekai Quartet, Sharks, Fairy Gone Killed Me, One Punch Man, and None. So I guess None is not an anime. Me in Bed is not an anime. Sharks is not an anime. So it's Fairy Gone, Isekai Quartet, Kimetsu no Yaiba, and One Punch Man tied. They're all disappointing.
Yeah.
Surprise of the season. Can you guys guess what won?
It's
Please let it be Carol and Tuesday.
It's One Punch Man.
Carol and Tuesday won with 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 7 responses. Others voted for is Hitarabochi no Maru Maru Tsiketsu, and they're following Yuki from the manga, whatever anime that is. Thigh Meat, most overrated. Can you guys guess?
Please let it be Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Ding ding ding! Kimetsu no Yaiba is the most overrated.
Man,
Fruits Basket comes in with a vote. Nezuko comes in with a vote. Dororo comes in with 1, and One Punch Man gets 1. King Nothing, the Goblin Slayer Award of Excellence. Fairy Gone, Bakumatsu Crisis, Strike Witches, Yarogame-chan, Yuno, and Senko Lolly Fox. Bakumatsu got 1, Senko got 2, and 4 for Fairy Gone.
Yeah.
Fairy Gone.
And finally, King of Anime Spring 2019. I don't have to read any more of this. Attack on Titan, Dororo, Fruits Basket, The Rising of the Shield Hero, Carol and Tuesday, One Punch Man Season 2, and Kimetsu no Yaiba. Carol and Tuesday gets 1 vote and a tie. Fruits Basket and Attack on Titan are your King of Anime Spring 2019.
Okay.
Lots of people love that Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket won 1, 2, 3, 4. Won 4 awards. That's got to be the most.
It deserves it. I don't even remember like the anime we were watching last season, but damn. I know another anime we watched last season was also sweeping up awards, but
yeah. It was that one that you two watched and I didn't. It was rapping girl.
Kaguya.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right, Kaguya-sama. Man, that was great.
That's it for the show. Before we do the shout outs, I gotta say, if I get to 3K subs on my main channel, something cool's gonna happen. The Falali is being revived. So just saying, subscribe if you haven't already. Also join my Discord, because my Discord's awesome, and thanks to everybody who voted in the Discord. Most of the people who voted in the poll were from my Discord, so I thank them. And also, thanks, Satsuki, for voting Me in Bed as most disappointing. I'm not going to say it is true, but it is true. So, you're correct. But that being said,
I'll do better.
I don't have the things here, so I have to go switch to this scene. Everything animated. Where can they find you?
They can find me sitting at 150 subs.
Damn.
Can you
Girl.
believe that shit? I'm at 150. I never thought in a million years I'd be smelling 150 subscribers.
Plus
Like
that
I'd even
1,000.
be.
Get him to 1,000.
I mean, that would be great. I mean, I guess I need to start making content. I mean,
Hell yeah.
SeaTactics is
I mean,
almost at 3,000.
It's not like we're
Sasuke's-
planning something next season.
Yeah, Sasuke's is almost at 5,000. I mean, my goodness.
It's crazy.
And here I am, holding up the rear with 150. And of course, you have Rising Sun over 300. He's doing great for himself. Yeah, you can find me on YouTube. You can find me. I don't know. I'm like off and on Twitter when it comes to stuff. Twitter pisses me off sometimes. But yeah, you can find me there, and maybe, just maybe, next season in the summertime, we'll have ourselves a little podcast, weekly podcast. I don't know.
That would be weird if that happened. I mean, I don't know. I actually forgot what anime it's on, but that'd be weird if it happened.
Yeah, I might be doing it myself.
Ooh, kicking old SeaTactics off the show.
I mean, if you want to watch it with me, you certainly can. do you want to watch it with me? Oh my god. Man, is that you in bed?
No You know, that's me walking up the stairs.
Oh god.
But
But yeah, that's it.
Satsuki.
Hi. Yeah, you could find me on Twitter, King Daniels Jr. And you can actually find me on my Discord server because I actually made one of those. Savage Mob. Yeah. Yeah. It's a thing. Just if you do join, just as a reminder, you need to contribute certain things. If you read Tower of God, I would like Rachel screenshots. That would be much appreciated. And other Yuri things. I have a channel for heterosexual citrus, which is domestic girlfriend. We need some more contributors there, as well as citrus and Love Live. So yeah, that's it though.
Hetero.
Well, thanks everybody for watching the Spring 2019 Awards show. Can't wait to come back next year with more Spring 2020 Awards. The future, as they call it.
Next year, we're going to be living in Akira.
Yeah. And we're going to have bikes and pills on our shorts and jackets. It's going to... Dude, we're probably going to lose a couple limbs.
But we'll get them back because the demons took them.
Right. And we'll take a jar and smash it against our heads. And it just turns out that that's Akira. Am I saying too much?
Yeah, and then the ending is so fucking weird.
Hey, fun fact. That's an anime original, the ending.
I
not the whole
believe it
thing.
because I have no idea what the hell happened.
I read volume 1 of the manga. It's really good. Anyways, we'll talk about Akira in a future podcast, I'm sure. With that being said, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next week with another normal episode of King of Anime, I guess. Bye-bye!